Hey everyone, here is our recap of episode 3, Hard Knocks, training camp with the Buffalo Bills.
And then I think for episode 3, I had no idea, Ed Oliver, right? So I had no idea about his love for horses, so I learned something
new. Oh my
new.
God, watching him ride a horse, I don't think you, I was watching it with Donovan today, and I was like, doesn't something look not like weird almost? He's so straight. He looks like, I don't know, the way he rides the horse. I'm like, what is different about the way he rides the horse? Is it because he doesn't lean forward? He's just so...
And was he own, like, how many horses does he own?
I don't know.
I had no idea.
Him. I don't know. That was freaking adorable.
Yeah.
And who was he? He was with Ty Johnson, who had the tightest jeans ever.
Oh my God, he looked like he went and bought that outfit for the boots there. I was like,
how are
those
those jeans?
I love it.
How are you sitting? Unless they're stretch jeans.
It was great.
Those were tight A jeans. That was great.
Yeah,
okay.
He's cool. I like him.
That whole thing was awesome because
I
don't mean to stereotype. I would not picture that big dude, riding horses and was like, yeah, I was 8 years old. I was like, I want a horse. And then they show him on the horse, and he's like, he's a big kid. I was like, like you always picture people on a horse, tiny, like I guess like a jockey. I don't know. It's like this is flippin' fantastic. Yeah, and horses are expensive and stuff, but hey, I don't know.
Yeah,
that was I loved that. Well, he grew up in Texas, right?
Yes.
Did they say that? I feel like it's more common to have horses in Texas. I could be making that up.
Yeah.
Before that, though, I must say, my fashion for this episode was James Cook's, I don't know if they were Adidas or not, but those pants he had on that looked like Adidas, they were black with white stripes, but they had a swirl to them.
Oh.
I don't know. I didn't get a chance to look into it. I don't know if Shop Your TV would have those, but I have to Google lens them because they were very cool. I loved that whole part where he was signing, and he was definitely tearing up, and I don't know. That's what I thought. That was my take. He had the sunglasses on, and he kind of wiped at his eye, and Donovan was watching it, and I was like, oh, he's crying. And he's like, well, why is he crying? I go, he's crying happy tears. I said, because he's worked his whole life for this, and finally, like, this is like a dream, you know? I thought that was really cool.
There's been a lot of coverage on this, and let's say drama about it. And so like it's always we're talking about in the family. It was like about his contract.
What's going on with the contract?
And so he's like he's coming to camp, but then he's not doing this, and he's not,
so there was whatever.
It's like holding out. And so the fact that he finally, when I knew before, like when he made the deal, I was like, I know that they're going to cover this in the and I'm glad they did. So now it's like, okay, let's go.
Everybody can relax a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't remember which players. I didn't write it down, but the really smart dudes knowing their wives know everything. I mean, that was the greatest conversation. My wife knows everything? Your wife knows everything? So does mine. How do they know everything? I'm like, oh my God, you guys are so smart. Okay. So go back to Ed Oliver. Has anyone you know ever seen Ed Oliver? Well, saw, I guess, Ed Oliver riding a horse on the road because Josh Allen did.
Oh my God. Yeah. No. I'm like, how did I miss this?
First of all, there is something about him riding the horse that just looks so freaking funny. He's so straight. He looks almost like he's superimposed on the horse. I don't know what it is. It is one of the best things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Connor McGovern's pizza parties. I mean, freaking adorable.
Again, I had no idea.
That is adorable.
Yeah.
Why wasn't he, like, I know he wasn't playing in the game, but why wasn't he even wearing the uniform? Because
he might have not just gotten dressed. Some of them don't get dressed if they're
But then he's like, he felt stupid. Like, he was like, I feel funny. Like,
yeah.
I was like, yeah, what do you do? Like, didn't you talk to your teammates at your pizza party? Like, hey, what are you wearing? Like, why don't you wear the uniform?
Yeah, he's great.
Excuse me.
He's great.
He adorable.
He's, you know.
But that's what I loved, like, when his wife said, you get back from this week, 2.5 weeks, and you're still like, hi, guys. Like, do you want to come over?
Yeah.
Well, that's how we were. We went on a girls' trip, and we were like, I miss you.
I wrote that in the thing. I was like, you know, the wife was talking about Josh, like saying, I miss you guys. You want to come watch a movie? right? And she's like, you guys were together for 2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks. Yeah.
I go, yeah, that's us. We just got home from our Cape Cod trip, and we're like, I want to go back. I miss you.
Yeah, totally. That's why you start text threads when you do a group event.
Oh, man. So relatable.
I had one. What was my last thing? The fact that they went to an improv class was fantastic.
I'm into that.
Yeah. Like, I think we've both have taken, you said you got an A in improv.
I did.
Didn't you say that?
I did. Mm-hmm.
I don't think, in college, I did study theater. I studied acting because I minored in it because I wanted to take these certain classes. And I do think, now that I'm remembering, the first one I took, I think, was an improv class. Yeah. And then I took another one and we did like scenes, and we had like a performance of like scenes. We each did scenes. And then the next one was going to be Shakespeare, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. Like I just wanted to take it for those couple classes. But I'm all about improv. And Donovan was asking what that was, and I was like, it's like, so I started to do a thing with him. I was like, oh my God, I just saw somebody get hit by a car. And he's like, who was it? And I was like, it was a clown. You know? And I was like, good job, Donovan. You have to just keep going. It's called yes and. Yes and. You just keep going. You don't block me. You don't say like, no, you didn't. You know?
Remember that show that was popular?
Yeah.
Whose line is it anyway?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And that was my last. Comment.
My last is, I'm throwing a flag on the play. It did bother
flag
me.
On the play. Was this in the
flag
first
on the
episode?
Play when they were like, the Bills' anthem is Mr. Brightside.
Yeah.
It's become right. So there's a whole backstory about Mr. Brightside in the fourth quarter, back in, I think it was like 2023? Where were we playing? Anyway, it has to do with Dalton Kincaid. He played, I think he played out. Where did he play? Utah, or I think he played college ball in Utah. Anyway, they would play it at or high school. I don't know. So he was the one who was like, oh, I wish they would play that song, right? They play Mr. Brightside right now, right? And so I guess it like got up to like the higher ups that are in charge of like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And they made it happen, right? So like it's become like the fourth quarter sort of like give them that rush, and like the crowd got so into it that they've made it like a thing in the fourth quarter, right? It's a great song, The Killers, right? So it's great, and I love watching them. You know, some of them like Dalton, and then Dawson Knox is like, they're like really into it, or whatever. Josh, he loves it, loves the energy. I think he talks about it in like press conferences or whatever. But it's not. It's the. I'm sorry. The shout song. The shout song is forever the anthem. So I can't believe it.
They didn't even mention it.
Again, it could be like a rights thing or whatever. But how did anybody not say anything about the shout song?
Yeah,
which is literally
that's what you play when they make a touchdown.
Yeah, they score.
The
boom.
Bills make me want to shout. Yeah.
And
you gave me a sticker with the
I do. I
QR
gave you
code.
I don't have it with me, but I have one too. But
song.
I gave out nifty gifties of the QR code, so you just scan it and it goes right to the shot song, so you're ready when they score. And so we obviously play it here every time they score, whatever.
Yeah.
When I'm at home, like that's what they do it in the stadium, whatever. So I remember too, like I remember my mom had it on like a cassette tape, and I asked her, I was like, "Do you have that?" The shout song on the cassette tape with like there was like a local radio that did this, like, I don't know if it was a fundraiser or she won it on the radio, but had like other Buffalo Bills like theme songs on it, and I could still remember some of the songs. But anyway, and then like the Mr. Bright, like when Dawson Knox got married a couple years ago, like they all like that video got millions
viral
of hits, probably because they played it as the last song at his wedding. And I guess the story is like his wife, she didn't want it played at the wedding or whatever, and then he's like, it's the one song, like, so it's like, the one song he wanted. Married? right, and so he's like, it's the one song I want at our wedding. So they did it at the last song, and I believe that the story, you know, and there's like, you should look, it's great, like Josh and like the guys are there and they're jumping up and down, it's a whole thing, and it's so much, it became like one of like the highlights of their wedding. And Dawson will talk about, like, even his wife will say that was the best.
She was glad.
Because that's those are the moments, right? Like that's the memorable moments. And seeing these guys like off the field, like just it's the bond and everything. And I think that's like the big takeaway from watching this, from like the behind the scenes of just like, I mean, you know, like that a lot goes into it, but it's really cool. I asked Matt, I was like, you've watched Hard Knocks. I've obviously not watched any Hard Knocks. And he's watching this one too. And I was just kind of like, what are the other ones like? Like the other ones, like compared to this or whatever. And you know, we were just chatting about it today on a walk, like about like you know, how they do kind of like get into like, you learn more a little bit about like the backstory of like players and stuff like that, and you know, whatever. So I was looking for him.
What did he say?
Like, it was amazing.
But he didn't say it.
Oh, the Bills are amazing. He's a Jets fan. But I will say he's very supportive.
Yes.
And when the Jets aren't playing the Bills, he's right there watching the Bills, and he loves it. He loves.
What did he say? Did he say that like the team? What did he say about his impression of the team, comparing it to other teams?
Yeah, he was just saying too, like, I hope that they, like, he was just like making some comments about like, well, I hope they get like a little bit further into some things. So we'll see where it goes. Because how many episodes are there?
I think 5.
Okay.
And we
I'm hoping that, like
tomorrow,
I said, Tuesday.
Is the 4th
that's right.
episode.
Okay.
I'm really hoping to get this episode out fast. It might not have a lot of photos.
Yeah.
Why do you need photos when you have, I mean,
seriously,
all this background stuff behind Diana?
Oh, it was so much fun to talk about.
You don't need us to show you the photos either. Like, you watched it, so.
Yeah, go Bills. Come on. We got this.
All right. Well, stuff to plug. Go to btrpmedia.com. Connects to other podcasts in this network, obviously including us. We have TikTok. We have Instagram. What else do we have? Well, obviously we're on YouTube, all audio podcast platforms. We have a Patreon page as well through BTRP Media.
Excuse me.
And the links will be below.
They'll be down there.
You can pay for some special stuff. I don't know.
Okay. Get your merch.
That's right. We do have merch.
That's right.
I don't have any on today, but we do
I
have
wore
merch,
mine the other day. I wore my Homebodies Only t-shirt.
We have Homebodies Only t-shirts, hats. There's a pillow. We don't have these cups, but it's in this font. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks everyone for listening, for watching, and go Bills.
Go Bills.
This is the BTRP Media Network.